So I'm just having a hard time understanding why there isn't more people talking about this. So last year, a guy came to our house and he was going around the neighborhood, going from door to door, selling solar panels. These things right up here. You can see them right there. I can't remember how many of them right now. I want to say it's 14 solar panels. And the guy promised us that these solar panels were going to pull X amount of wattage, that said that we would be able to offset all of our electricity bills, that we wouldn't be paying anything for electricity because the solar panels will be pulling all of the energy that we need and feeding it back to the grid and essentially making our electric bill free. And the solar panels will be free because the state of Virginia has this program where they're testing and going to pay for the solar panels to be installed on your house. The only thing that you need to do is pay for the installation and everything will be good. Well, come to find out, we needed a new roof in order to get that done because the solar panels, the weight of them would not sustain the amount of time that the roof, the previous roof had been done. So we needed to get the roof taken care of in order to install the panels, and we went on and did that, and everything was all good. The guy told us that he broke down all of our numbers. He made it seem like we would benefit from the loan itself. The loan gives you all of these different kind of breaks and everything, that we would be able to get a check. He said that there was a $2,000 check that was going to come from the company that was going to help us with offset the amount of time that it takes for the loan to kick in, which was a 6-month period. It took 2 months for the loan to amortize and for payments start going out, and they paid us for quote unquote the first 6 months and said that we will not have to make a payment for the first 6 months, and we will start making payments at X amount, X day, or whatever the case was. Well, come to find out that the loan had actually started behind the scenes and we were getting hit with the interest. All of that interest, 6 months of interest before we could actually make a payment. I just found out that all of the payments that we made for the first year went directly to interest. How you look at your statements and everything, it shows you how much went to the balance and how much went to interest. Well, 100% was going to interest for the first year. Well, the company said that if you can pay off $18,000 of this loan within the first year, your payments won't increase to whatever the case was. It was a 20% increase. Well, come to find out, there is no actual way for you to make payments of $18,000 because your principal will stay the same for the entire first year or 18 months of the loan period. So essentially, we paid somewhere in the tune of about $3,000 to this company that has this predatory loan on us that was not even going to the principal for the first 18 months of the loan. We didn't start paying on the principal until August of 2025. And that is crazy because when we got the loan, the guy told us that everything that I said that I was afraid of in this loan, said the guy promised us that that would not be the case. We saw the amortization, we saw the payment schedules and everything, and I thought I knew what I was getting myself into, but outside of the graphs and the charts that they were showing me, outside of that, there was some other tricky stuff going on. The guy, when he came, he told us everything. He drew out all of these graphs and charts and everything. And then he started pointing out the fact that my neighbor has solar panels. I got some neighbors down the street that got solar panels. All of them put the company sign in their yard. And he was saying that your neighbors are doing it, so you should be doing it too. They weaponize your neighbors to say that if your neighbors can do it, you can do it too. If your neighbors can save money, if your neighbors can make their lives better, then you can do it too. And that's exactly what they did. But they didn't show us exactly what they would be doing behind the scenes, exactly what they would be doing to the interest rate. They didn't make it known what this 20-year loan would actually be doing to us. Because my wife and I thought that we would just be paying extra on it and we'll pay it off faster. But behind the scenes, if you pay extra on it, it really didn't even matter because they lock you in for 20 years unless you have the amount of money to pay it off. And nobody just has that much money, tens of thousands of dollars just laying around. So I want to know why we're not talking about this. I want to know why these companies are allowed to scam us and nobody is actually saying a word about it. I want to know why. What can we do about this? I live in the state of Virginia, and they said the state of Virginia has this thing where they're doing this program, and there's going to be somebody that come knock on your door and say that they're doing a program for free to install solar panels for free on your roof. Don't do it. You can install solar panels on your own. They didn't even give us battery backups. We don't even have battery. Sunny day. If the power went out right now, we will lose power. If the power went out in the entire neighborhood, we will lose power in this house. I've seen it happen, and that's what really triggered us. These things are specifically for show. These things don't actually do anything. Dominion says that they're getting some energy from these, but all of it is going directly to the house. The guy lied about exactly what these things will be doing. There is absolutely nothing about his presentation was legitimate. Everything was a false claim, and we are now paying the price for it. So I want to know, how is it that we are not talking about this huge scam? And I'm not the only one. I've seen it online. A lot of people are getting hit with this fakeness, this complete atrocity. A lot of people are getting scammed right now in America with this same scheme right now. Different companies under different names doing the same exact stuff. So I want to know why we're not talking about it. And I want to know, what is it that we can do to get the fuck out of this shit?